In 2011, I started spotting, so I didn't really know what to do with it, and my doctor just told me that it's probably perimenopause or something like that. And then in July 2012, I had this big episode while I was cooking, and I just felt this gush of bleeding come through, and I just tucked my knees up and started climbing, and my son wanted to, "Are you okay, Mom?" And I just basically told him to stay where he is, stay in the living room, don't come behind me. It's nothing you need to be involved in. And I just crawled up the stairs, and he basically heard that I was really having a hard time as my knees were tucked in because I was afraid it's going to drip all over my brand new floors. So he came up and he helped me up. I closed the door in the bathroom, and I literally just tried to kind of figure out what's going on. I thought I was having a miscarriage, but couldn't figure out why because I'm on a birth control, so it didn't really make sense. He did come and wash me up and try to kind of comfort me, but he didn't quite understand. I was also afraid that he would be traumatized from all this. There's so much blood going on. I ended up talking to him a few days later once I figured out more or less what it was. I ended up in emergency room 5 days later because I was bleeding for 5 days straight. And then because I was bleeding so much, and it was my first time really kind of understanding that there is something wrong, not knowing that it's fibroids yet. I also have a mom who passed away at 46, and I was 46. And I was freaked out that maybe cancer was involved, and my mom died from cancer. I didn't really know. So 5 days later, I ended up in emergency room, which I thought, oh my God, what's wrong with me? And then the next day I was sent for ultrasound. The doctors did think I had fibroids, but it was fully confirmed after I took my ultrasound, but nobody told me until I actually went the following day to emergency room, and basically that's when they told me that I have fibroids, and I got signed up underneath Dr. Singh, who worked at the women's clinic in Ottawa, and I live in Ottawa, so it was an easy way for me to be from emergency straight under his wing. So I didn't really suffer for many years, but I did suffer. I bled for 8 months straight until they gave me some pills that maybe control it. I used to call them the magic pill, but they didn't always work. I had many episodes at work, at conferences, in front of people, in front of colleagues. I work in the army where a lot of military men, and it's very difficult, but I struggled with it, but lived with it. And due to the fact that I suffered, I thought I can't do this anymore until I got the phone call for my April date to have my procedures. I had 2 procedures. I had ablation and myomectomy through a telescopic by Dr. Singh. And once I did that, I was home free, and thanks to Holly Bridges, I made it through because I read her book and I understood more, and I connected with her through that time. And my kids who helped me through mentally to understand that it's okay to suffer, that you're not alone, and just keep reading about it, keep connected, and basically just keep on top of it. So I just kept myself alive just going through it by reading and keeping myself educated through Google and Holly and everybody else that I met through it. That's basically, but it was over in April, and can't be happier. No pills, no blood, no, I mean, I'm 47, and because I had the operation already, I started premenopause now. So my doctor basically, even Dr. Singh said, stay on a pill, prolong it until 50. So I have 3 years to reach that, and I'm going to prolong it if I can. So I'm staying with it. But I'm blood free, and I'm happy.